throw it on an iPad on the sideline. It's crazy.
Yeah, I got it.
And the coaches have access to it.
Yeah, like right away. All right, it's like getting to be NFL quality.
It was funny. I made the first in the Reno area. I made the first sideline replay system for the coaches. Just out of stuff I had around the house, and then all of a sudden, all the teams started showing up with ones they bought, nice ones. And I went to the coach and I'm like, dude, I go, we need to spend the money. I go, just have something that works really good. It was funny.
It's expensive. I think,
Oh, it is.
The coaches tell us every booster meeting, just like 4 or 5 years ago, it was like $5.
Yeah, it is.
Now it's like 24.
They clobber you with the yearly. I found a different one. It's called
Every coach is
yeah. The one he uses, it's not Hubble, and for Sports Scope, and it's probably third. I mean, and you still upload to Hubble, you can still do it as far as all their equipment and stuff. Yeah. And I like it better. So it's good stuff. We are live.
So they start at 7:30.
Yeah. But so yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of,
and it's the whole field rocking back.
yeah. So you're going to be standing on, and it's going to be a lot harder than here. I mean, it's standing on the field. So I don't, like I said, just do the best you can, and in the sense of just stay wide, so you can sit there and get the play. And you've got the experience. I'm not. You'll pick it up in probably 5 minutes.
Like I said, I want to see what you're doing here so that I can copy it.
I mean, the only thing you have to watch out for, the only thing that comes a pain in the ass on any of these, well, unless you're in the score booth, is the sun. And McQueen, Galena, all these games start at like 5 o'clock, and every time you turn, and the way the fields go, every time you turn to the west, you're getting a little bit of a glare. Now I got a nice little,
You have a shield around that.
I got a shade that goes on the camera, and it works pretty good. In fact, maybe I'll give you that one because I know Marie, being at Fallon, she can put her back against the sun, and so she won't need the shade. And what I'll put in there, and this is up to you, but I love it. What I've been doing lately is I got a rain shield, and there'll be one in yours, and I'll put it on here, and it comes out to about here.
Oh yeah.
And it fits around my head, and it takes away the glare.
Yeah.
Because that's
you
like,
get dark enough.
that's probably the hardest part when you're filming is the sun glare. Is it shines on the monitor. And
yeah, that's my thing.
So I use this.
I make them myself, like out of cardboard. That's what I did for flow. I just took some gaffer tape and made.
See, this thing's perfect because it's
a little rain.
yeah. But this end over here, it just goes right over your head.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't buy it for that intention, but as soon as I got it, I looked at it because I was going to make something like this.
Right.
I'm going to have Marie put a little piece of fabric back here, like
back,
so it stays on better.
Nylon.
The material they use for maternity camps.
Yes.
That stretchy, whatever it is.
So right now they're doing what do you call it?
They're introducing everybody, talking, everybody be nice.
So if I'm going next, Thursday, right?
Yes, today's Tuesday, yes, Thursday.
Yeah. So I'm going to be on the opposite side of the field, so there's no coaches on the opposite side.
But there's parents.
I don't care about parents. They'll have to go around. I'm just worried about people running into the ladder.
Oh, no. They see you. They're fine. Don't worry about it. People are so used to us being there now. That's cool. Second. Good evening, everybody. Todd Miller Productions. We're starting a few minutes early here. We're on top. Here we go. Spanish Springs taking on McQueen Lancers tonight. We'll get into the rosters and stuff here in a second. This is started early. to the backside. Works his way to the top of the crease. Shoots and scores. Number 26 to 25. Let's see that again. Works his way to the top of the crease. Shoots and scores. Number 26 to 25. I don't know what number that was. We'll try to get it later on. But that's going to put Spanish Springs up 1-0. Having to start early. Not ready for it. So Cougars come out quick. Put a point up on the board. Cougars working back towards the top of the crease. Ball's loose. Fight for it. Crosses midfield. Lands the ball. Ball's going to roll out. It's going to be Cougar ball. Passes off, shoots, bounces just quick and goes over the net. Cougars are able to recover. Bring out to the top of the crease, turns. Does a shot, knocked down by a clean defensive. Across midfield, ball loose. It's going to be picked up by the Cougars. Comes up top crease, sets him up, and cannot handle it. Ball stays with the Cougars. Now it's going to go out and go over to the Lancers. 9:28 left in the first. Lancers cross over into Cougar territory. Lancers trying to get something set up here. Lancers starting off in a lot slower pace than I'm used to seeing. Usually they're pretty quick coming down the field. Comes around the backside of the crease. Passes it off. Comes up, shoots, and nice save by the goalie of the Cougars. Austin Miller. Over to the edge. Cougars bring it back towards the center, across midfield. Pass it off. Tries to set him up. Top of the crease, shoots, and off a Lancer who recovers it. Lancer ball, who crosses back into Cougar territory. Working his way towards the crease. Passes it off, sets up, shoots, and scores. Number 17, let's see that again. Working his way towards the crease. Passes it off, sets up, shoots, and scores. Number 17, let's see that again. All right, Mr. Blaze Thompson with his first goal of the night. Ties it up 1-1. 6:59 left in the first. Comes your face off. Push on the Cougars. It's going to go over to the Lancers. Going to give them an opportunity to take the lead here. If they can handle the ball. Cougar ball. Bring it across into McQueen territory. Cougars getting something set up. Got a couple guys behind the crease. Work their way up. Two standing in front. Comes up, shoots, and goes just the outside. Stays with the Cougars. Tries to pass it, cannot handle it. Ball's going to go out. Go over to the Lancers with just under 6 minutes left in the first. Lancers cross midfield into Cougar territory. Working his way towards the top of the crease. Passes off, sets him up for a shot, and nice save by Mr. Miller. Ball's loose, though. But Cougars are able to get it back. That's going to go out, so it's going to be Lancer ball. Actually kind of warm tonight for the first time this season. Took a shot, but it went off number 7 of the Cougars. Ball goes out and goes back to the Lancers. Shoots and tries to do a rolling little shot. Goes to the outside, right past the edge of the goalpost. Bad pass there. Couldn't be handled, so it's going to be Cougar ball. Austin Miller, your goalie for Cougars, is going to bring it out. Clears it about close to midfield. Beautiful pass. Hands it off. Shoots. Oh, and it went off the goalie. Wow, wide open shot. Comes around top of crease, shoots again, and this time scores. Number 18. Let's see that again. Comes around top of crease, shoots again, and this time scores. Number 18. Let's see that again. Mr. Robert Bush with his first goal of the night makes it 2-1. Cougars over the Lancers, 3:57 left in the first. Beautiful shot there. Took a initial shot, came off with a rebound, came back to an open net and just put it right in the top corner. Ball's loosed. Up. Possession McQueen. We got a flag down. See what the call is. Looks like we're going to have a timeout too. So with that, we're going to take a timeout. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. After that timeout, McQueen has the ball. Excuse me. McQueen trying to get something set up here. Just under 3.5 minutes left in the first. McQueen's working his way towards the crease. Tries to do a little bounce shot, goes just to the inside, stays with the Lancers. Queen pushing a player in towards the crease, trying to get him set up. Comes up, shoots across the face of the goal, and that was just a couple feet wide. Ball stays with the Lancers. Comes towards the top, decides to back out. McQueen trying to spread the Cougars out a little bit, get a path open. Cougars are not biting just yet. Comes to the back of crease. Passes it off. Thought about it for a second. Ball gets knocked down, but McQueen's able to come away with it. Just under a minute and a half left in this first period. Goes down, ball is loose, picked up by the Cougars, and we got a flag down. That's going to put McQueen up for 30 seconds.
number 27 of the Cougars, Noah Canaholo. I hope I got that right. So, with just over a minute left in the first, McQueen has the advantage right now. Comes up, shoots, and that goes just to the outside. Comes to the top of the crease. I believe that is Mr. Flores, passes it off. Excuse me, sets up, and that goes just to the inside. Oh, ball's loose. Teams are back to even. McQueen was able to get that one away. Shot and a stop by Mr. Miller, who gets it knocked out, which leaves the goal wide open. Ball goes out. Stays with the Lancers. Sets up, shoots, and a nice stop. Cougars bring it across to midfield. Get ready to shoot up, shoot, and a stop by the McQueen goalie. Excuse me, I'll get his name in a second. Number 7. Oh, and another stop off the bottom of his foot. McQueen. Chris Beal is your goalie for the Lancers tonight. 6.7 seconds left here in the first. Shoots, and that goes just to the outside. Stays with McQueen. They're going to be pretty quick to get something here, but they're just probably going to let it go. And at the end of one, Cougars 2, Lancers 1. We'll be back in just a minute, folks. Welcome back, everybody. Starting the second half here. Todd Miller Productions, and the High Sierra Lacrosse League. Bringing you tonight's game. Spanish Springs Cougars taking on the McQueen Lancers, and right now it's 2-1 Cougars over the Lancers. Possession Cougars as they bring it back into McQueen territory. Sets up, shoots, and a nice save by Mr. Beal. Cougars able to get the rebound, and they're working their way. They're working their way around the top of the crease again. Passes it over. Oh wow! What a corner shot! Let's see that again. They're working their way around the top of the crease again. Passes it over. Oh wow! What a corner shot! Mr. Michael Keaton with his second goal of the night. At some point here this season, I'm going to have to start keeping numbers on these players. I'm sure Mr. Keaton's had quite a few goals this season. I pretty much guarantee he's probably the leader for Spanish Springs in scoring right now. Face off. Possession Cougars. So right now it's 3-1 just to start off the second here. Comes around towards the crease, makes a little spin move, passes it off, and stopped by Mr. Beal, the goalie. Tried to go across the face of the goal again. It did not work that time. Could not handle that. It goes out, so it's going to be Cougars' ball. Comes up through some traffic, shoots, and just to the inside. Ball's down right on the crease, picked up. Oh. Wow, how he was able to save that one. He was behind the goal, and that ball was in the front no more than a couple feet away, and Cougars were not able to get it in. Some good work on the defensive to save the goalie there. Cougars get the ball, bring it back across midfield. Pass it up. Ooh, knocked down by the Lancers. Cougars able to retain. Whoop. I think I lost the ball. There it is. Cougars getting set up. Working his way up towards the top. Makes a move to the right. Passes it off. Works his way towards the crease, comes around the backside, hands it off, could not handle it. Ball gets turned over to the Lancers. Oh, and they turn it back over to the Cougars. A little bad pass right there. It was a little bit high. Nobody could handle it. Cougar ball. Goalie clears it. They come across midfield with the ball. Ball gets knocked loose, but Cougars able to pick it back up. Makes a spin move, shoots, and scores. Number 25, Mr. Keaton. Let's see it again. Ball gets knocked loose, but Cougars able to pick it back up. Makes a spin move, shoots, and scores. Number 25. Mr. Keaton starting to dominate tonight. 3 goals right now. Makes it 4-1, 8:55 left in the first half. Possession Cougars. Cougars have won a majority of the faceoffs so far tonight. Shoots, and that goes just to the outside. Works their way around the crease again, passes it off. Ball is on the ground. Picked up by the Lancers. Running into a little traffic. Ball gets knocked loose by the Cougars and picked up. Cougar ball. Ball gets knocked loose again. Retained by the Cougars. Comes around, shoots, and off the goalpost, it looked like to me. Lancer ball. Clear it up to midfield. Ball is loose right now, though. It's going to be picked up by the Cougars. Ball's handed off to Mr. Miller, the goalie. He brings it out towards midfield, passes it off. Ball gets stolen by the Lancers. Who just tosses it up there right into a bunch of Cougars, so it's Cougar ball now. Cougars clear it to midfield. Got lots of reckless passing going on right now, but let's see. Picked up by McQueen and promptly picked up by the Cougars, who run into some traffic. Cougars bring on some fresh legs. Ball goes over to the Lancers. Ball goes out. It's going to go over to the Cougars. 5:56 left in this opening half. Making a couple of player changes there on the field, bringing some fresh legs out. Cougars working it towards midfield, bringing it across to McQueen territory. Comes up. Cougars working to the back side of the crease. Works up, shoots from about, thought about shooting, sets him up, and nice deflection by the goalie. Timeout, McQueen. So with that, we'll take a timeout ourselves, and we'll be right back, folks. Alrighty, welcome back, everybody. Todd Miller with you tonight, bringing you the Cougars and the Lancers. So with 5:10 left in the opening half, your score is 4-1, Cougars over the Lancers. Lancers took a timeout. We're getting back to the action here. Lancers bring it into Cougar territory. Lancers trying to get something set up. Got a few players sitting around the crease waiting for a break. Comes up, shoots. Oh, wow. Shoots from about 15 yards out. Let's see that again. A few players sitting around the crease waiting for a break. Comes up, shoots. Oh, wow. Shoots from about 15 yards. Mr. Flores with his first goal of the night. So that brings it to 4-2. Cougars over the Lancers. 4:41 left in this opening half. You got to watch out for Flores. He's the deadly shot of McQueen. Ball gets knocked out and picked up by the Cougars. Just about 4 minutes left in the half. Ball's up in the air, picked up by McQueen. Trying to clear it out. He's on the edge. Cougars trying to push him out. Lancers across midfield with it, come into Cougar territory. Lancers slow things down, let everybody get in place. Comes up. Thought about it for a second, just didn't quite have the right angle, pulled out. Excuse me. Just over 3 minutes left in the half. Lancers come to the top of the crease, off to the side, go around to the back side, let everybody get reset. Comes, shoots, and scores. Number 6, let's see that again. Oh, no, excuse me. Comes, shoots, and scores. Number 6. Number 5, Caden Flores with his second goal of the night. Both of them within the past couple of minutes. Makes it 4-3, 2:52 left in the half. Lancers are battling their way back into this one. Two unanswered goals for the Lancers right now. Possession Cougars. Oh, could not handle it. Picked up by the Lancers, who clear it to midfield. Mr. Flores with the ball. Just about 2 minutes right now. Nice little spin move there. Crosses in between. Passes it off. Oh, could not handle it. He was set up too. Excuse me. I think his eyes got a little bit big there. Saw the goal and was not ready to take the shot. Nice steal by the Lancers, who crossed the midfield with it. Lancers trying their best to tie this up right before half. Comes up. Oh, there's a whack on the head. There's a flag. It's going to be a penalty on the Cougars. Just under a minute. So Lancers have a free play right now. And that's going to be a penalty call. Let's see what it is. It's going to be a 30-second penalty. Number 27 of the Cougars. So it puts the Lancers a man up for pretty much the rest of the half. Sets up, looking to passes it off. Oh, cannot handle it. Ball's rolling towards the edge. Lancers able to keep it in play, but it's still loose. Picked up by the Cougars. Oh, almost stolen away. Teams are back to even for the last 20 seconds here. Lancers still have the ball. Ball goes over. I think they called a push on the Cougars, and that's why the ball stays with the Lancers. Clock winding down. They got enough time for maybe one quick shot. Passes it off, comes to the top of the crease, and does not make a shot. So going into the half, 4-3 Cougars over the Lancers. We'll be right back in a little bit, folks.
Let's put our living stereo stylus in this groove.
Welcome back, everybody. Todd Miller Productions, and the High Sierra Lacrosse League bring you tonight's game. Spanish Springs Cougars taking on the McQueen Lancers. And so far tonight, let's go through the standings really quick while you have time. The Cougars are sitting at 9-1. Galena's at 7-1. Reno at 7-1. Damani's at 5-5. Truckey's at 4-4. The Lancers are at 4-5. Minogue is at 4-6, Oasis at 1-9, and Reed at 0-9. Excuse me. The Lancers looking to get a game up and hand Spanish Springs their second loss, but the Cougars right now are in the lead and saying no, that ain't gonna happen. The Cougars, their first loss was to the Galena Grizzlies, who also took down Reno, who was undefeated that very same week. Just shot them right up there and tie for first. Cougars come in full head of steam, and that one goes all the way over the hill. I think it's rolling down the street now towards Pyramid Highway. Comes up, shoots, but that one goes in. Number 18, let's see that again. Pyramid Highway. Comes up, shoots, but that one goes in. Number 18, let's see that again. Little nice recovery after that one, and the shot goes in. Mr. Robert Bush, 18 with his second goal, excuse me, of the night. So very quickly puts the Cougars up 5-3. So they came out after those two goals. The Lancers scored towards the last half of the second period. Cougars come out and say, hey, we're still here. Possession Cougars. Cougars trying to get something set up. Sorry, pollen is getting to me. Sets up, shoots, and scores. Number 18. Let's see that again. Cougars trying to get something set up. Sorry, pollen is getting to me. Sets up, shoots, and scores. Number 18. Mr. Bush with his second goal of the half, third goal of the game. So in less than a minute, he has had two scores. Possession Cougars. Right now, the Lancers really haven't had a defensive answer for the Cougars. Comes in again. Ball's loose. Picked up by the Cougars. Well, never mind. I'll take that back. Now picked up by the Cougars. Comes to the top, shoots, and that one goes in right at the top. 25. Now picked up by the Cougars. Comes to the top, shoots, and that one goes in. Number 25, Michael, I'm not Batman Keaton, with his fourth one of the night. And we have a timeout, it looks like, so we'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. We're getting 10:23 left in the third here. Getting ready for your face-off. Cougars have scored, excuse me, 3 unanswered points here to start off the second half. And the McQueen defense really just hasn't had an answer. They came out a little bit flat, it looks like. Plus, the Cougars have really kind of stepped it up. It looks like the second half turned the afterburners on. But we still got plenty of time left in this game, so. Gets set up, shoots, and that bounces high. Cougar ball. Works his way around the crease. Passes it up to the top. Runs into a little traffic, spins around, goes down. Ball is loose. Just gets whacked all over the place, flagged down. That penalty is going to be on the Lancers. Looks like a slash call on number 10, Gavin Flack. So that's going to put the Cougars a man up here for a little bit. 9:21 left in the third. Cougars get set up, shoot, and score. Bam, from about 15 yards out, number 13. Let's see that again. Cougars get set up, shoot, and score. Bam, from about 15 yards out, number 13. Number 13, Dylan Branham with his first goal of the night. 9:09 left in the third, and the Cougars open up a 5-point lead. 4 of these goals were scored here in the first 3 minutes of this half. Possession Cougars, who come just charging down, set them up, shoots, and off the goalie. Cougars able to get the rebound on that one. Shoots and scores. Number 25 again. Let's see that. Shoots and scores. Number 25. So, number 18, Robert Bush with the assist to Michael Keaton. Number 25, who gets his 5th goal of the night, to make it 9-3 now. The Cougars have come out in the second half absolutely on fire. Have won every faceoff, possession Cougars, and have basically scored every time. I don't think the Lancers have had it on the Cougar side on the Cougar side of the field yet this second half. Works around the crease, sets him up, shoots and scores. Number 25 again. Works around the crease, sets him up, shoots and scores. Number 25 again. Again, the combo of 18-25. Bush to Keaton. Makes it 10-3. Cougars over the Lancers. Possession Cougars. Comes around the top of the crease, run a little traffic, shoots, and that one goes sky high. But it's going to stay with the Cougars. Luckily the parking lot's not on that side. We might have a couple broken windows now if that was the case. Lancer ball for the first time, bring it across midfield. Lancer set it up. Oh, and he had the shot but could not handle the ball. Mr. Miller, the goalie, gets control of it, hands it off, and the Cougars bring it across midfield. Another setup. That one's going to roll out. Ball goes over to the Lancers. Ball's loose, picked up, retained by the Lancers. Bad pass. It's going to go out, so it's going to go to the Cougars. So I think our next live broadcast will be Friday. Galena against Amani. Should be a pretty good game. Your other game that night is going to be Reno against Minogue. Mr. Keaton tries to get set up, passes it out, hands it off to 27. Ball goes just to the outside. Shoot, sets him up. Ball was loose for a little bit, retained by the Cougars. Bad pass. Ball goes over to the Lancers. We got a flag down. I guess, but McQueen ball. Shoots and off of the Cougar goalie, Mr. Miller, but McQueen gets the rebound. Shoots, sets him up, turns around, shoots, and scores. Number 5 of McQueen. Let's see that again. Shoots, sets him up, turns around, shoots, and scores. Number 5 of McQueen. Let's. Beautiful spin move, jumps up into there, and Caden Flores comes away with his 3rd goal of the night. Gets the Lancers up to 4 within 6 of the Cougars. Possession Cougars. Cougars bring it to the backside, come around to the crease. Mr. Keaton passes it off, and that goes just a little bit high off the upper corner of the goal. Cougars retain the ball. Shoot, sets him up, and off the goalie. Mr. Beal with the save. Ball's loose, it goes out, and they give it to the Cougars. .434 left in the 3rd. Cougar ball. Pass it off, comes in, tries to shoot, gets knocked out, and Mr. Keaton's able to get his own ball back. Sets up, shoots, and scores. Number 8, let's see that again. Keaton's able to get his own ball back. Sets up, shoots, and scores. Number 8, let's see that again. Mr. Keaton with the assist to Alex Dunn, who gets his 1st goal of the night. Makes it 11-4. Possession Cougars. Cougars bring it around to the back side of the crease. Pass it up, sets up, slips a little bit, comes up towards the goal, makes the spin move, and works his way back to the outside. If he hadn't slipped, he might have gotten that shot off. Ball goes out. It's going to be McQueen ball. Mr. Flores comes back in after a break, takes the ball. Works his way around to the crease. Shoots. Nope, doesn't shoot. McQueen trying to get something set up here. Cougars happy just keeping them spread out. Ball's loose, picked up by the Cougars, who bring it across midfield into McQueen territory. Sets him up, shoots, and scores. Number 25, Mr. Keaton. Let's see it again. Sets him up, shoots, and scores. Number 25, Mr. Keaton. Let's see it again. And again, the scoring duo of 18 to 25, Bush to Keaton. Come off again, Mr. Keaton with his 7th goal of the night. 2:30 left in the third, and it's 12 to 4 now. Possession Cougars. Robert Bush with the ball. Passes it off to Keaton. Ball's loose. Picked back up by the Cougars. Comes up to the top of the crease, shoots, and scores. This time, number 27. Let's see that again. Comes up to the top of the crease, shoots, and scores. This time, number 27. Number 27, Noah Canaholo with a goal. First one of the night, minute 43 left in the third. Possession Cougars. Some fresh legs coming on for the Cougars. Cougars have definitely dominated the second half. Time of possession, I would say the Cougars comes around the top of the crease, ball gets knocked loose. Picked up again by Mr. Bush. Ball gets knocked loose, picked up by the Lancers. Tries to pass it off, can't handle it, but the Lancers, ball's loose, picked up by the Cougars. And that one goes high. That's going to go out, so it goes back over towards the Lancers. Mr. Beal has the ball. The Lancer goalie clears it out to 55, who bring, excuse me, Lancers bring it across midfield into Cougar territory. 13 seconds left in the third and counting. Lancers trying to get a score off here. Shoots. Oh, and wow, that looked like it went in, but it went off the... So, at the end of 3, Spanish Springs Cougars 13, McQueen Lancers 4. We'll be right back, folks. Welcome back, everybody. Todd Miller Productions, and the High Sierra Lacrosse League bringing you tonight's game. Spanish Springs Cougars dominating the McQueen Lancers right now, 13-4, going into the fourth and final period, quarter part of this game. Lancers were coming into the start of the second half. Lancers were within 1 point. It was 4-3. The Cougars scored 9 points in the third. Just came out guns a-blazing. Lancers just could not stop it.
Nice job, Mitchell.
Ball's loose. Lancers able to recover. Right now, the Lancers got a nice steal right there. Cougar ball brings it across midfield. Sets him up. Comes up, shoots, and it bounces just high. Ball stays with the Cougars. Comes to the top of the crease, shoots, and Mr. Beal, the goalie of Lance, was able to deflect it wide. Tries to set him up, and the goalie just lets it, deflects right over the top of his head. Stays with the Cougars. Sets him up. Oh, does a little sandwich action there, but they were able to sneak one in. See it again. Sets him up. Oh, does a little sandwich action there, but they were able to sneak one in. McQueen goalie got caught off guard, came out a little bit to sandwich the player that had the ball. Ball get knocked out, and Mr. Keaton was able to pick it up and pop that sucker in for his 8th goal of the night. 14-4. Cougars over the Lancers. And me being the amateur that I am, I said sucker with an S. There was no profanity there. I apologize for that one. I'm still learning. Cougar ball. Cougar bring it to the top of the crease. Shoots in just a bit inside. Stays with the Cougars. Shoots, and that goes just to the outside. Stays with the Cougars, though. 9.5 minutes left. Cougars now just kind of running the clock down. Pass out, could not handle it. Ball goes over to the Lancers. Coming up behind him hard, gets knocked out. Cougars, ooh, nice steal by the Lancers. Mr. Flores with the steal, brings it up towards midfield, crosses into Cougar territory. Ball's loose. Comes up, shoots, and off the goalie. Mr. Miller with the deflection. Stays with the Lancers. Wow, that's like the third person to slip right in that same spot on the field tonight. Goes down, ball's loose, gets kicked out. Timeout Lancers with 7:43 left in this matchup. We'll be right back. Welcome back. 7:43 left in this matchup. Cougars taking on the Lancers. 14-4. Cougars just in control the whole night. Bad passing there. Ball's going to go over to the Lancers. So after tonight, excuse me, Cougars are going to jump up to 10-1. So still in command of first place, while Galena and Reno both sit at 7-1. Sets up, could not handle the pass. It goes out, Cougar ball. McQueen's going to drop to 4-6. And that's going to be the battle here coming up for the rest of the season. It's going to be for that, the way I see it. And a nice shot and score by who else but Mr. Keaton. Let's see it again. And that's going to be the battle here coming up for the rest of the season. It's going to be for that, the way I see it. And a nice shot and score by who else but Mr. Keaton. So assuming that the season goes on the way it is with Spanish Springs, Galena, and Reno in the top three, everybody's going to be going for number 4. And right now you got a whole lot of teams right there. Damani, who's been playing strong lately, 5-5. Truckee is 4-4. McQueen, as I try to find the ball. Ooh. Somebody got hammered on that one, and I kind of missed it. I was too busy chit-chatting. Time out. Cougars as they bring off the player got clobbered, and that was Mr. Keaton. It looks like they got hammered. But there was no flag, so obviously it was a legal hit. So anyways, back to the conversation while we have a timeout. Like I was saying, Damani's 5-5, TNT 4-4, McQueen 4-5, and Minogue 4-6. So you got 4 teams right there. We're all going to be vying for that 4th spot. Damani and Galena play on Friday. So, and that would be a good game. Damani's been doing pretty good, especially with number 13 AJ Mercurio, who's just been averaging probably 5+ scores every night or every game so far. And Galena, who's just been running strong since they beat Spanish Springs and Reno. So that should be a pretty decent game. And then you got McQueen playing Truckee on Friday. And like I said, they're all battling for that 4th spot, so both those teams are going to need a win. All right, as we get back into the action here, 6:38 left in the game. 15-4. My understanding right now is the state championships are going to be played right here on this field, May 18th. Not sure if it's finalized yet, but that's my understanding. We'll have all those games live. And extra cameras. I'm going to have cameras on both the goals. Up above them, get some nice angle shots there. Maybe even a roaming camera on the field. We'll see. Ball goes out. It's going to go over to the Lancers. I believe the regionals, playoffs and regionals are going to be, or the regionals will be at Minogue. McQueen brings it across midfield. McQueen trying to get something set up, gets the ball and could not handle it. So that's going to go over to Cougars. Mr. Miller passes it out, but it gets promptly stolen by McQueen. Flores comes up, shoots, and deflected by the goalie of the Cougars, who clears it to midfield. Ball's going to roll out. And it stays with the Cougars. Ball is running towards the edge. Excuse me, Cougars able to stop before it goes out. Throw it over to the back side of the goal. Come over towards the top of the crease, sets up, shoots, and goes just high. Going to stay with the Cougars. Just about 4 minutes left here in this matchup. Oh, maybe not. It's going to go over to McQueen. Mr. Beal has it, clears it out to midfield, and promptly throws it out of bounds. Goes back over to the Cougars. Cougars now just working the clock down. And as soon as I say that, one of them is going to come in and shoot like that. Number 27, let's see that again. Working the clock down. And as soon as I say that, one of them is going to come in and shoot like that. Number 27, Noah Canaholo with his second goal of the night. 3:43 left in the game, 16-4. Like I said, for those of you who are just tuning in, at half, it was 1 point game. It was 4-3, Cougars over McQueen, and the second half, the Cougars just ran wild. Lancer ball. Sets up a shot up towards the side of the crease. Oh, tried to do it from, jumped up and in the corner. Did not make it. Went a little bit high. Cougar ball. Bring it across midfield to Lancer territory. Pass it off. Oh, could not handle it. Under 3 minutes to go in this matchup. Comes in towards the crease, shoots and scores. Number 5. Let's see his shot again. Comes in towards the crease, shoots and scores. Number 5. Let's see his shot again. Number 5, Mr. Ty Barlow with his first goal of the night. He's been kind of quiet. Usually he's good for about 2 or 3, if not more. So we're in the running clock now, so under 2 minutes to go. So remember, Friday night I will be bringing you the Damani Galena game from Damani High School. Should be a pretty good game. The other game that night is going to be Minogue and Reno. I'll try to keep people updated on the scores on that one. Mr. Flores comes and shoots, and that bounces high. It's going to stay with McQueen. Minute left. Comes up towards the crease, tries to shoot ball, gets away from him. Under a minute. Comes towards the crease. Does a little back shot. Don't know if any of that last part was planned, but they tried to shoot it in. Austin Miller had no part of it and stopped it. Cougars bring it across midfield. Under 30 seconds to go. I think they're just going to let this clock run out. Shoots and scores. Number 27. See it again. Shoots and scores. Number 27. Noah Canaholo with his third goal of the night, and that's the end of the game. Your final score, 18-4. Cougars over the Lancers. Remember, Friday night, Galena and Damani. So tune into the High Sierra Lacrosse League page on YouTube, and we will have it live for you. This is Todd Meller of Todd Meller Productions for the High Sierra Lacrosse League saying good night, everybody. We will see you on Friday.